Welcome back, guys. Pro League continues. Puckett and Maven bringing you the action tonight as we're going into our third match of the evening. We saw some dominance early on from FaZe to start off the evening against Epsilon. Then it was Envy struggling against TK after some connection issues for Octane and Aqua. Now we're going to see eLevate take on Orbit. Every one of us casters, Maven, went with eLevate, but do you think Orbit has a better chance now with TCM replacing Burns just a few minutes before Pro League started this night?
I don't know. I guess I would have to know what the reasoning was. If it was like a communication thing, a play style thing, what was the issue? Because I thought Burns is one of their better players at a lot of points. I do think TCM's amazing, but it's kind of hard to speak to without understanding the reasoning behind it for this roster.
And I don't know who made the move. Was it Rise picking up Burns in place of TCM, or was it the opposite? Was it Orbit?
Exactly. That right there tells a lot. The trade's so I guess I don't see it being super one-sided. It seems relatively balanced for me when you talk about skill or productivity those two players are capable of. So it's kind of hard to speak to how they'll perform because I don't know who really wanted that move, you know?
Yeah, taking a look through, I mean, I got TJ up on my screen for the moment. Man, currently on top of the leaderboard on a 4 streak. He's going to continue to work around to this second hard point. Early start goes to this eLevate squad. They're going to lead by about 16 points. As you got Saints fighting for control. That lead is going to extend. And looking through, the one player off to a really slow start is going to be Happy. Look for him to step up his game if Orbit wants to make a comeback.
Yeah, and this eLevate team, I mean, the reason I picked him in this series is I think, without question, eLevate is one of the stronger teams, probably the most underperforming team right now, Chris. I mean, when we think about their finish that they had at UMG, if we talk about the place they are in the league right now, I think they're the team with the most potential to be doing a lot better than they are right now.
Looking through accuracy, holding onto the hard point as of now. 4 and 8 for him, 5 and 9 from TCM. Saints with a bit of a team kill on Slack that's going to delay the push, but eventually eLevate is going to be able to push in and get the job done. Looking over at Faceno, he's got the bow out. I want to see, what is Faceno up to?
I'll take a look. He's going to drop. We want to stick with him off a spawn and see what he's doing right now. He is going to be rocking the bow, so typically on this map we're usually going to see really just one, but those players can be so influential throughout this, especially on a couple of these hard points. You can get set up and really do a ton of work with it. We know Facento a lot of the times is going to be hosting for this Orbit team, so expect big games out of him in Respawn. Just taking a look at it real quick, so we get an idea of how this one's going to play out. It is Orbit's host, 1 in 3. The band's hosts are Slacked and Accuracy.
TJ Halley on a nice 3 streak, finally cut down over to Saints, who's pulled out his bow, and he is winning these battles. Tagged up from the top, a little bit of sloppy shots, holds on to the hard point time though. So I'm looking over at this Orbit squad, and the one weakness I'm seeing right now is hill pressure. Doesn't seem that they're putting nearly enough, and when they do, there's 0 time left. They should have been all over this money hill. Instead, it's currently being contested. You see down low, you're about to have a challenge coming in from TJ.
Well, I wonder if they had the conversation with TCM. Hey, listen, you're going to join the squad, and we're going to need you to get all of the kills. Because right now, no one, is going off at all or really being all that productive in the lane department outside of TCM. Accuracy, heavily negative. Same can be said for Happy. Facento hanging around even right now, but not really being a game changer at all in this one. The workload very heavy on TCM right now.
Saints trying to get the job done. He's dropped 3 straight fall. Happy clearing the hill for a moment, but Slacked answers right back. Highly contested money hard point so far. As we go over, it's going to be Accuracy dropped. So was TCM. Happy, you can see across the map. That time it's going to go over to eLevate once again. Faceno back on your screen though. The man's 9 and 12. I want to watch him more and more. Last time we were watching him host with a bow in hand, it was solar hard point and he dropped, I think it was 47 kills. Not the start he is hoping for if he is indeed hosting this game number 1. TCM, as you said though, leading the charge for his new squad. Has 4 captures already and is looking to add some more kills to the feed. Not going to happen. He stopped short. Let's go over to Classic.
Saw TJ get a 3-piece there. Classic at 18 and 13. He's going to be one getting the time right now. Playing last line of defense. He's got a couple pushing from his left, a couple from his right. He's trying to put shots at a couple players, but just shooting above the heads of both of them there. Not able to really tag them up. We're 15 seconds away from hitting the halfway point in this one. Classic and Slack winning respective gunfights, and really they're starting to pull away. They've got a significant lead, 50-point advantage right now, and Saints, the one leading the way when it comes to slaying. He's 20 and 13, but look at the 5 spree going on right now for Slack, Chris.
Yeah, I've been on board with him for a minute. Slack is just cruising through people. Goes over the ASM-1, finally falls. His bow was on point, though, for a bit. Classic gonna get dropped. 20-20, 20-20. Even split here for the eLevate squad as they are outslaying Orbit here in the first 5 minutes. Vicento trying to answer back with some time after that knife. Is going to be holding onto the hard point, but they will quickly be flushed out. Good hold around the perimeter, though. You see nothing but red in the kill feed until that kill from Slack.
I was watching Vicento as he's the one holding the back. He's going to get pressure, able to get shots in one, kill one, but he will fall. He's 14 and 18 right now. Every single player positive right now for eLevate. Every single player negative here for Orbit. It's going to be very tough to hang an hard point when that is the case. You need someone to get rolling right now. You still got a lot of time left, and what's the miracle is you're only trailing by 30. So they're not really down that much, considering, like, if you looked at the KDs right now, if I just looked across this, I would think this is probably anywhere between a 50 and 100 point margin right now for eLevate, but they still kept it very close, and they're climbing back. This lead just keeps getting smaller and smaller, Chris.
Nice hold so far. Vicento fighting for every second he can. Happy now going to have to break 2 players inside. Sloppy shots. Going to change targets, and every bullet there is going to connect. So good finish on the second player, but still time being racked up. Slack finally cleared out. TCM comes in with a nasty 2-piece, clears the hard point, and we'll be able to gobble up. 27 points remain. Will his teammates be able to get over here and provide some suppressing fire, because TCM is going to get tagged up. 3 straight kills for the blue squad. Happy again has to defend.
Still just about a 20-point advantage right now. Classic currently on a 4 streak. Again, going to be the last line of defense. The man in the hard point here. He's got a bow in hand, ASM-1 as well. He'll get that final garbage time as they're going to rotate over, and they're met by TCM. He's going to pick up 2. Vicento gets 1 as well. If somehow Orbit were to pull off this game, it would be absolutely wild to me. I feel like every time I'm just cycling through players, every time I'm getting eyes on with someone,
they die. From
the eLevate side, they're completely rolling.
Yeah, you see a lot of streaks. On the other side, I mean, I saw, you know, Vicento.
It's got a lot closer
He's
to
back
KDs,
on one
though.
now, 5 streak total, but still, he's the only one positive. You look across, 22 and 30 from Happy, 22 and 26 from Accuracy, your other sub. TCM's had some big kills, but even he's negative with those 8 caps.
They brought it a lot closer, though. I think it was getting close to like a 20-point advantage for eLevate early on. They're starting to climb back in it a bit. The score reflecting that to a degree. Just over 30-point advantage right now for eLevate. I was watching Accuracy toss some nades in the hill. He's already set up the new hard point. Like you said, this is the money one. He's going to get the first engagement. Gets tagged up and not going to win that gunfight. Shots a bit off from Accuracy. Not able to pick it up. Happy's going to come in the back and pick up a kill before dipping down below. And this is where they can catch up. If they can really lock this one up, potentially we're going to see a tie game going into the final hard point.
I'm telling that story right now. Orbit gonna win this game with this hard point. As I said, everyone dies. 3 in for eLevate.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
And
from the Orbit owner.
And I also rooted for eLevate to win this, so I get another point. Did you go with TK, by the way, in that first match?
No, I'm 0-2.
Or second match? Yeah, you went in. Good.
I told myself I'm not going to pick TK until they start losing because they've won every time I don't pick them. And I'm picking Epsilon until they win. So I'm doing a lot of stupid stuff when it comes to picks.
Over to TJ. He's going to get dropped. 37-point advantage in favor of this eLevate squad. 46 seconds remain. So really all they got to do, hold for 10 here. Slack knows it. He's going to be watching the inside corner. He gets dropped. TJ inside, though, still racking up time. It's contested. They will fight to the end, but this game already done. You are going to have eLevate take game number 1. Now it's just a battle for who's going to get most kills. That lead currently held by Classic at 41 and 28.
Yeah, Classic, one heck of a performance. And that's, again, you know, I feel like I say this every time I talk about Classic, and I'm going to need to study this player much more so I have something new to say, but it just seems like whenever Classic is really going off in the slaying department, they're winning. Every time I see him have a big respawn, whether it was this game, whether it was Ghost, when he was going off and respawn, his team was winning. And you see it happen here. It was close at times. Orbit brought it within, what, 15 or 20 points a couple times, but not able to break through and take the lead. Ends up being, I don't know, what was it, 70, 60 point advantage, something like that for eLevate. Pretty solid game number 1 win, and that was on Orbit's host, so they're going to have to go over to eLevate's for game 2 S&D.
I was going to say, man, Orbit's host, Classic drops 43-29 on you. That can't happen if you're hoping to win a respawn series. So now we go to Search and Destroy. The map, well, it's going to be changed up a little bit. We're going to see Detroit for Search game number 2 coming your way after this.